Hey, it's Sam with this new moon and Cancer forecast. The sun and moon will come together in a Salesha Nakshatra at around 21 degrees sidereal Cancer on August 6th at about 5:49 p.m., 5:50 p.m. So this new moon is a time that initiates a cycle between the sun and moon, which is the masculine and the feminine, the yin and the yang. It's like where sperm meets egg and a new cycle is born. So now we're looking at the Cancer cycle of 2013, because sun and moon come together in the constellation of Cancer. So what this shows us now is a time for really going deeper into the heart and really connecting with this sort of layer of selfless love and learning how to feel liberated through the heart, unbound, and also nurture and care for others in a selfless way. So it's a great time of that sort of nurturing, connected action where it's not about us, but it's about what we can contribute to others, and especially not even in the sense of contribution like work, but in the realm of feeling and deeper love and deeper intuition. We often mistake intuition and love for emotions. We think that love is the emotions, the up and down, but actually love is that deeper sustaining feeling that is eternal, whereas the emotions are temporary. So if you can look at it that way, it's very useful. The emotions are how things feel in the moment, one moment after next. Like a mother has to be sensitive to the needs of the child. One moment the child is screaming, the next moment the child is happy, and the mother is always sensitive to those needs. She's sensitive and she feels that need through the emotions. That's the highest quality of the emotions, is so that we can stay emotionally attuned to others, so that our heart is responsive in the moment. And this is what the sign of Cancer is. Highly connected to individuals and highly adaptable to the emotions, just like the waves. If the waves are always moving in a different way. It's always a little different, right? See, the emotions are like those waves, right? Sorry. Yet, the source of those emotions is love, which is unwavering. Even though the mother, or I should say the thing that makes the mother so responsive to the child isn't just something arbitrary, it's because what's underneath it all is pure love, where she would do anything for the child. So it's anchored in love, but it manifests as emotion. Of course, there are positive and negative emotions. I use the example of the mother and the child. That's the area of life, or the type of activity where we learn about the nature of the heart, the true nature of love. But some people never had any children, or if we do have children, we only have a couple, and then we have to deal with everybody else. What about everybody else? Well, they're not my child. But what happens is we try to connect with selfless love with them, but because we don't love them the way we love the child, instead we have a desire attached to them. We want something from them as well. The mother doesn't want anything from the child. The child can throw up in the mother's face and say, "I hate you," and grow up to kill people or whatever. Mother still loves the child. It's hardwired. But we don't feel that way with adults. So Cancer energy can be quite painful in that regard, because we still try to connect to the heart with everyone else, but we don't have that ingrained sense of love and selfless love for everyone. Now, certain beings do, like my Guru Amma. She's an embodiment of divine love. To her, we're all her children, and she loves everyone the same. So this is why she can interact with all of us and never get upset with us, because she doesn't want anything from us. But we want something from others. This is why Venus handles the adult relationship, where we have desires, the other person has desires, and we're trying to get them met. Cancer is the selfless love. Not just for children, by the way, but also for pets. So that's a big lesson for the next month. Now, it'll be in the nakshatra of Aslesha, which is the entwiner. This is the part of Cancer that needs to get tangled up in that healthy love. When we're tangled up in that selfless love, it takes us very deep, right to the core of love itself. But when we're tangled up in desire, then we can get sucked into a whirlpool of intensity and dangerous emotion. And Aslesha is even a nakshatra that has a lot to do with suicide. So I say this not to be dramatic, but if you're going through some real difficult problems right now, be careful. Don't do anything really rash. Okay? And we also still have Jupiter and Mars in Gemini, which brings a lot of principles, especially principled ideas and philosophies, and really standing up for our principles. But be careful not to get into philosophical, battles that lead to destroying your relationship with important people, and especially teachers, because we have Jupiter-Mars conjunction, and Mars might be really taking on your teachers, taking on your teachings, and maybe doing battle over those things, especially since they're in Gemini. So be careful of that right now. Venus is in Leo, so we're insisting on a pretty high standard in our romantic relationships. We want to feel appreciated and know that's happening. And we still have that Saturn-Rahu in Libra, which is also insisting on good relationships. This cycle of the Sun and Moon going through Cancer has been aspected by Saturn, so there's been a lot of humility and humbling around our personal relationships lately. So these are all sort of grist for the mill and ways that we can reach a deeper level and a deeper state with this new moon and Cancer energy. So if you'd like to see how this is going to affect your sign and all the 12 signs, then just click the link below and you can get a forecast to see how this will affect all the 12 zodiac signs, including yours. So, thanks.